Hello and welcome to the Theater Girl Podcast. I'm Jackie Maroney, your resident theater girl. And today's episode is an episode for the chronically online, I would say. And so if you're not chronically online, I guess congrats for being mentally healthy, but I will educate you on what has been going on Theater Talk for the past week and a half. A big topic of conversation this week on that community has been Feed the Birds Girl. And if me saying Feed the Birds Girl sounds crazy to you, let me educate you even further. Basically, this 13-year-old girl, Coco Marshall, she was playing Mary in her community theater kid production of Mary Poppins, and her dad posted a video of her singing Feed the Birds. She sounds amazing. She is a very talented girl and has a beautiful voice. And she was singing Feed the Birds in a way that was maybe a little bit more modern pop style. People were kind of making jokes in the comments like, oh, this is like Mariah Poppins, kind of nodding to Mariah Carey, because she is giving runs and riffs and she's belty and she sounds amazing. But there was also another whole group of people in the comments who were just being like such annoying theater people, being like, wow, like the director really failed her. Like, oh my God, what music director let her sing that way? Like, this is so disrespectful to Mary Poppins and the character. And it was just like, guys, it's a children's production of Mary Poppins. It's so not that serious. And then you had other people jumping to her defense, being like, yes, girl, you sound amazing. Keep singing. You're so talented. And so this conversation and this discourse caused her videos to go mega viral. I think the original video that her dad posted on his fitness account, which just goes to show that like he had no intention of this really blowing up. He like posted it on the wrong Instagram account, but that video in itself almost has 1 million views. She has created her own TikTok account where that video now has hundreds of thousands of views there as well. People are stitching this video constantly. There's been like huge amounts of conversation about like, you know, some people being like, wow, that's like so inappropriate that she's singing that way. And then other people coming to her defense being like, grow the F up. It's so not that serious, people. Like, let this girl sing and have a good time in her kids' production of Mary Poppins. And so, long story short, clearly this is something that has been a big topic of conversation in the theater community throughout the course of the week. The devil works hard, but I work harder. And so I slid into the DMs of Miss Coco Marshall and I chatted with her dad and I got them to come on the podcast because I really wanted to hear the response and experience of, you know, what is it like when your 13-year-old girl goes viral on TikTok and Instagram and all of these like grown adults are making comments about her voice and her artistic choices in her kids' production of Mary Poppins. It's just so crazy. I wanted to hear from her and just kind of like her background. It seems like Mary Poppins is not the first role that she has made her own in a very like diva-licious pop way. She recently then posted a video of her playing Maria in The Sound of Music, doing these incredible runs. And based on my conversation with them, it seems like there are more videos to come. This has kind of been her thing now, where she takes these really classic old school musical theater songs and yassifies them, as the internet has been saying, and just kind of adds these crazy runs and makes them super pop. And so she's planning to release more videos like that to hopefully grow more of a following. You know, I was telling them like, you know, when the eyes are on you, just like keep hitting it, trying to build it as big as you can. And so, yeah, that's what this week's episode is. It's going to be a conversation and interview with Coco and her dad, Ben. I hope you guys enjoy this little piece of niche internet culture. Sometimes I don't know what is like part of my like brain rot niche TikTok algorithm and what is like more mainstream conversations, but I also sometimes enjoy bringing some of these very niche conversations to the forefront. And so, yes, this episode is an interview with Feed the Birds Girl. Moral of the story. So I hope you guys enjoy. That's kind of the intro if you are so lost as to what is going on here. But yeah, hope you guys really enjoy. Coco and her dad are super sweet and I had such a fun time talking to them. So let's get to the interview. Coco Marshall, welcome to Theater Girl Podcast. I am so excited to talk to you. I feel like I'm talking to a celebrity. That's what I said when you signed on just now. For those of you guys who don't know, Coco is a bit of a viral sensation in the theater TikTok community. Her dad posted a video of her singing Feed the Birds in her production of Mary Poppins, where she was playing Mary.
Feed the birds, that's what she cries.
And and it very quickly went super viral. I think a lot of people were getting involved in the conversation because your style of singing, you have such a beautiful voice, but it's not maybe the traditional way that people expect to hear Mary Poppins or Julie Andrews type singing. And it just kind of took off from there, and you've posted a few more videos, and I want to talk about it. But first off, Coco, welcome to the podcast. What has this experience been like with your videos taking off on the internet within the theater community?
Honestly, it's just been so crazy. It's pretty unbelievable because my dad just like posted a video of me just because he's proud. I didn't even know he posted it, and then the next day he's like, "Hey, this thing's kind of taken off," and we were like, "Well, that's cool." And everyone's like doing my runs and stuff, and it's like really cool to experience.
Totally. No, it's literally been like a vocal stim in my head for the past week. Like I just find myself doing chores throughout my apartment. I'm like, feed the birds. And everyone just keeps talking about it. But you guys didn't expect this kind of reaction at all.
No, because we've posted like other stuff, and there wasn't like, it was just like not going anywhere. But then this one like took off, and we were just like, what? This is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, how did you kind of handle too? Like, I think so much of the comments have been so positive and so supportive of you and your singing, but there has been a lot of conversation back and forth about your style of singing and in the role specifically. What was that kind of like to hear that kind of feedback, or do you just kind of let it roll off your back because at least people are talking about you?
Honestly, I don't care because I know that I did amazing.
You did do amazing.
Yeah, I know that I did amazing. And so, yeah, I understand where people are coming from. But it is a kids' theater company, and I literally promised my director I'd be the diva Mary Poppins for him. He's like, "Can you do Mary Poppins?" I like, promise you I'll be the diva Mary Poppins for you.
Oh my God. Well, that's what I kind of wanted to ask you too. Okay, so first off, this company that you were part of, is this a school play or was this like a community theater production?
It's a community theater production. It's called TKTC, the Kids Theater Company. I've been doing it ever since I was like around 8 years old. Just like for fun to get into theater. It's more of like a starting experience.
Well, and so when you auditioned to be in Mary Poppins, that's also what I wanted to ask you. Were they kind of doing this show knowing how you were going to sing it and they wanted you to sing it in that style?
Yeah, everyone there really enjoys when I do it in my own style. No one there is like ever mad that I'm like doing it in my own way. They all enjoy it.
Because you also were Maria in Sound of Music, right?
Yes, that was a fun show too.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of good feedback from your singing in all of your productions? Yeah. What other shows have you been a part of?
I've been a part of those two, and then I've done Annie. Annie was super fun. I've done Frozen. I've done Shrek. I've done like around like 10. Like I do like almost everything that they have. And your dad is your vocal coach, right?
Yeah,
he's in the background.
I'll chime in here too a little bit.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, good. How are you? Yeah, this is Coco's dad, Ben. He is the one who posted the video. What were your expectations when you posted it? Were you expecting it to go as viral as it did?
No, to be honest, I mean, I posted on my fitness page, which was a mistake for me because I have a family page too with that, with the whole crew. And I just didn't even know what account I was in and just posted it, and then it went viral. And honestly, I woke up the next morning to comments like, there was a comment that read, the comment section does not disappoint. And I was like, what? Because you see those videos on Instagram where it's just like, people are like laughing about the comments that are read, and they're like pointing to the comments and reading them. And so I started going through it, and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is crazy. And at that point, it had like 150,000
He would like
views.
He'd like come into my room, and then we'd be like reading through the comments together, and we'd be like laughing so hard. It's really fun.
I love that you guys could have like such a positive take on it, because I feel like sometimes the internet can be a scary place and people can really just like take it in so many different directions.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I mean, to be honest, Jackie, like, Coco mentioned the shows that she's done before. Annie was one of them too, and I think I sent you the Annie video too, where it's like she sings it straight, and she sings it, in my opinion, better than the Broadway revival, at 10 or 11. And I come from a theater background where I can't actually sing the way that she does. She's kind of out singing me this moment because I'm huge, Les Mis, Phantom, Miss Saigon, like vibrato. I'm Anthony Warlow, Davis Gaines type of, singer. Yeah. So to have her come along and really like take to Jessie J and Beyonce and those type of artists, and then pulling it into musical theater.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's actually brought new life into theater for me, because I'm kind of like, oh, this is new, it's contemporary, people enjoy it. It's like, especially some of the comments and feedback. I mean, one of them was like, oh my gosh, I have not sung Mary Poppins ever, and I'm singing this in my house all day long, and all week long it's like stuck in my head, and this girl has me singing Mary Poppins. So
Totally.
Yeah,
It's been like my vocal stem literally all week, singing her runs and riffs. Have you ever like thought about also working on more of like a classical sound with her, or is it better to just kind of go with what you do so well? Because you do it so well, and I do think it's really interesting. I'm like very much like a vocal nerd too, and like the classical style, you already have such good pitch and tone that like you could train to learn that classical style if you wanted to, but not everyone can do the opposite and like learn what you're doing now with the riffs. Like that's like a very unique skill.
Yeah. I would say with like the more like musical theater type of voice, I did train that way for when I did Annie, and I would say it was like so fun to hear my voice that way. I definitely could do that if I wanted to, but I do enjoy adding my own twist to it, which is why I like add some like fun runs into musical theater.
Yeah, actually, the way that we work now, because we used to work pretty intense, when we were younger together, and I'd be like, no, sing it straight, open up your vowels, your A, it's like you're coming under the note. I need you to come on top of the note, and we'd be doing that, and so I had her singing straight for a while, and then there's people have certain giftings, you know what I mean? And
Absolutely.
I think with her just taking to these runs, and she hears music in a whole different way that I just like, and I think that's why some of the musical theater people are pretty upset, is because they actually can't sing that way, because I can't, you know what I mean? They're just trained to sing straight out and straightforward, and but with her,
because I think there's a difference between like learning the technique, but then also having like the musical talent and styling of being able to put your own twist on it, kind of to what you were saying, that like not every musical theater singer can sing and even like imagine those riffs that you're doing, because you have to kind of create those in your head.
Yeah, definitely with some of the runs, I would just be like, what song could I add a twist on? And it sounds like, oh, Feed the Birds, perfect opportunity. And I'd just be like sitting in my room like, what should I do? I actually came up with the Feed the Birds because the note was too low for me to hit. So I had to figure out something creative to do so that it wasn't too low for my voice. Otherwise it would sound funny. So I came up with that riff to spice it up and so that I could hit the note better.
Totally. I found that in my singing sometimes too, that like if something's either too high or too low, if you're adding a riff that you only have to kind of touch the actual pitch once and then kind of dance around it, and people, they don't really realize that that's a trick to get around some of those things. Yeah.
The way that Coco and I work these days too is that she'll practice all her stuff now on her own, whereas before I would just be coaching and we'd be doing it. Now she's on her own, just working on them. And then what will happen, our relationship now is kind of developed to where she'll come out and be like, okay, Dad, I'm ready to sing for you. And we'll sit there, and I'm actually the person that goes, no, that's not hot enough, make it hotter. And then by the end of our session, we're doing the runs and stuff, but I'm like, it's too much, pull back, do it here, and so it's kind of because she'll come out the gate going crazy if she really wanted to, because she's just got the talent to do it. But by the end of our sessions, we're high-fiving and laughing, because I'm like, oh bitch, you better get it, you know what I mean? So
you guys are such a cute like parent duo to be able to have this in common, to really bond. What's that been like?
It's been so fun. It's like whatever we bond over and stuff.
Well,
and
she calls me her best friend.
Yeah, he's like my best friend. Sometimes I'll be like, no, Dad, I want to have this in there. And he'll be like, no, the timing's not right. And I'll be like so upset. And then later, and then we'll just get in an argument to get in an argument. And then later, we'll just be like, let's just do this instead.
Yeah.
It's funny.
That's so sweet. You said that you really like added a lot of runs and stuff to Feed the Birds. A lot of people have been asking in the comments like about the other songs in that production of Mary Poppins. Were there other like fun riffs in other songs, or like do we have a crazy diva supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
So, for the other songs, a lot of the other songs are more like group songs, so I didn't get to shine as much because I didn't want to like bring anyone else like off pitch or anything because I'm doing my own thing. And also, I do like to keep a character. So for the other songs, I did keep like the more like Mary Poppins style of singing, which is why people shouldn't get as upset about Feed the Birds because I did keep the character a lot throughout the show.
Yeah,
you guys gotta put that in the comments because I feel like people were all like, I mean, that was like the annoying people's criticism. They're like, oh, what happened to the artistic integrity of the character? But it's like, you can have one little diva moment of singing while still acting properly as Mary Poppins throughout the whole time. But I feel like people don't know that.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
They didn't even see any of the acting or anything, so they don't have any proof.
Well, the funny thing is, what is it? Rodgers and Hammerstein, wrote the show. I mean, we live in a mid-century modern neighborhood, right? And all the homes are mid-century modern here. And it's one of those things that people like are fanatics. Like once you buy a house here, it's like you join a club. And some of the people are so fanatic that they keep their house in like a 50s, 60s style where nothing changes because we're being true to the artist. And I'm kind of like, listen, the architect himself would update if he was living here today. So, the producers of Sound the Music, if they would hear the singers that were going on, that the type of singing that was going on today, would they keep it classical or would they update it too?
Yeah,
So
totally.
you had productions like Sunset Boulevard, which is my favorite show. Oh my gosh.
Did you see the most recent production of Sunset Boulevard? I was obsessed with it. I saw it 3 times.
Oh my gosh, I heard it and I'm like, honestly, that was my dream role, Joe, growing up. But it's one of those things where those kind of shows are happening today. It's like that's why Rent broke the mold back in the 90s, and then you had shows like Spring Awakening or whatever. There's just a bunch of shows that kind of break those molds, and it's specifically due to singing styles and updating. I mean, even Hamilton. Come on,
Totally.
we're rapping. We're rapping and it's all about a bunch of white people, and there ain't no white people in there, except for the king.
Yeah, that's such a good point. Yeah.
So the point is it's just open to interpretation these days, which I mean we're fans of. We love that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what's next for you? Like, are you rehearsing for any other shows upcoming, or do you feel that this director in your community theater is gonna like pick more shows for you to be a part of where you can really shine?
Yeah, I'm really looking for like a new theater program so I can grow and like get more professional about it because I've kind of grown out of that one and it's become more of a comfort zone, and I really want to like start something new and go further.
That's
I mean,
great.
we live in Los Angeles too, so it's like I mean, I would like to see her do Disney or Nickelodeon,
Yeah, that
like
would be so
a
fun.
Zombies situation or Descendants. I mean, that's like totally up her alley.
Yeah.
And it's theater, but at the same time, it's very stylistic, which
Yeah.
is in her zone.
Yeah.
But I mean, we'll continue doing the classical stuff. But I mean, as far as our channel is concerned, I think I think that's kind of what put you on the map a little bit is doing things that classical songs with.
Oh yeah, like Dream to Dream, Edelweiss, all of those are next.
They're coming next. Yes. Well, that was what
gonna-
I
yes,
was saying before we started recording. I was like, if I were you, I would just, keep posting on TikTok with putting your own twist on some of those classical songs. So, Dream to Dream, Edelweiss. Where can people like keep up with where you're going to be posting these things? Because I feel like the people are like waiting for it.
Yes. So yeah, we're just like gonna be posting them on TikTok on my account and stuff, and we're
it.
definitely gonna get them done soon. We've actually like in the car yesterday, we were like, I dreamed a dream, and we were like, what run should we do here? And he'd be like, oh, that was hot, or,
Yeah.
yeah.
I love that you guys are like workshopping it together. Yeah. So is musical theater maybe what you want to do with your future, or are you looking for other things? Like you had mentioned some of the Disney, Nickelodeon stuff too.
Yeah, I would love to do. Honestly, it could go either way. I would probably, maybe prefer to do more of like the Disney, Nickelodeon stuff for right now, and then as I grow, I can get more into like bigger stuff.
Yeah.
We're
Do you have any
taking-
dream roles that you would want to play?
Ooh, dream roles. Let's see.
It's hard to because I mean, Jackie, she's played a lot of them. I mean, every
Yeah.
she's done here at this production company. I mean, she was Ariel in The Little Mermaid. She's Marie in The Sound of Music. She's Annie. She's
Oh my god. So is she literally always the lead? Do the other kids get mad?
no, because honestly, it's like I mean, here's the thing. Like people got all upset about this production, and one of the characters was played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay, like one of the bankers was impersonating an Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's just to keep it light. I mean, in between set changes, they have like rock and roll music playing. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, it's kids theater. A lot of the kids can't actually sing on pitch. A lot of the lines are being shouted from on the side. You know that type of thing. So. And I think for Coco, they're just like, oh my gosh, she's like a professional. We have a professional here, you know, which is great. And they're just so wonderful. And I thank them every single time they do a show. Like, thank you for giving her the opportunity. This is fantastic. And they're like, oh my gosh, we love her. So, yeah,
That's great. Well, you guys heard it here first. You gotta stay tuned for I Dreamed a Dream, Edelweiss, all these songs coming up. Is there anything else you guys want to share or talk about before I let you go? But this was so fun. I think people will be really excited to just like see more about the behind the scenes and kind of like who you guys are in real life, because you really have gotten the whole theater community up in arms and like having conversations about you guys, which has been really fun to see, especially in New York. I feel like I go out and everyone's like, oh my God, feed the birds, girl.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have something to say about my daughter. I'll just say that.
Sure.
I mean, here's the thing. In life and in business too, there's people with talent, right? And then there's people that have talent and that are a beautiful person. And that's what she's just a really beautiful person and just so sweet and a wonderful daughter. And like I said, we're best friends. And so I think that's, the most important thing, and is loving who you work with, that, as you grow older and going into businesses. As you know, when you audition, you've done shows probably that have been disasters because just the people you're working with aren't great. And then you have shows that you like love everyone, but it wasn't that big, but it was the greatest show and experience of your life, So I think, right now, Coco and I are kind of living in a little bit of a dream scenario where we're just, bonding and having a great time and high-fiving and singing. Yeah.
Everything's good.
Yeah.
I love that. Anything else from you, Coco?
Yeah, it's just like so cool, and I appreciate all the support from everyone. And I love hearing people do my runs. Keep it up. No one has gotten all the runs yet. I'm waiting.
You're like, and no one can do it as good as me.
Someone needs to do the every time someone shows that he cares. I'm waiting.
That's a good
for that
one.
to be done. That one's a
I
hard
think my favorite one is the Sound of Music one. That one is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the beginning of Feed the Birds. Because unfortunately, I couldn't post the whole thing because the bird woman does not sing on tune at all, and I'm like, I don't want to,
Sure.
So we have the beginning of Feed the Birds, but then also the beginning of A Spoonful of Sugar is pretty good. So we might drop one of those.
Definitely drop that one. People have been asking for that one in the comments too.
Okay,
so.
yeah, for sure. And then you also have the other one, which is not a very popular Mary Poppins song, which is Practically Perfect.
Practically
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, that's a good one too, though.
Yeah, that one was hard for me because I've literally never heard that song before, and I had to and the words were so confusing to me because it's practically perfect over and over again. So I had to remember the words. And stuff.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, because that one's on the movie, so you have to.
Yeah, it's not in the movie. So I don't know the show. Yeah.
Right, exactly. Well, cool. This was so much fun. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to chat with me. I really enjoyed getting to know you guys better. And this was so fun. Where can people follow you? You have to plug your socials.
Yeah.
Well, she's on TikTok right now, and her TikTok is Coco. It's really interesting. We're new to TikTok because of this situation. So I am not, this is her, so I don't know. Is it Coco.Marshall80?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the handle.
Yeah, so it's at Coco.Marshall80.
Yeah.
80.
And we just have those two posted, but more will be coming soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So exciting. Well, thank you guys so much. Have a good rest of your day. And that's the show for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this episode, make sure you like it, comment down below. Any sort of engagement with the content really helps. Share it with a friend if you think there's a friend that would enjoy this type of stuff. And also, if you're new here, hi, my name is Jackie. I host the Theater Girl podcast. This is a podcast where I review and discuss current Broadway shows. I interview people who are currently on Broadway and also have conversations of just like theater community, growing up a theater kid, theater talk. That whole entire culture is kind of what this podcast is about. So if you're new here and visiting for the first time because of Coco, Feed the Birds Girl, hi, we do this all the time. I release episodes usually every Wednesday, although this one is coming out on a Monday because I wanted to get it out fast for you guys. You know, with these TikTok things, like the news moves quickly. You gotta hit the pan while it's hot. And so I probably won't release another episode until next Wednesday. But yeah, if you like it here, subscribe, stay a while. We have a fun time. Anyway, follow me at Jackie Maroney _ and then you can follow the podcast at Theater Girl Pod, where I post a lot of clips and things. Is that it? I think that's it. Write a nice review, subscribe on Apple Podcasts and Spotify so you don't miss a future episode. I think that's it, right? Okay. Bye, guys. See you next time.